Hey guys, this is Arnold Bliss 98 and here's my big surprise. This is a Shockwave from Transformers Dark of the Moon. Yeah, this is one of my big projects I had over winter break, and this is unfortunately my last Transformer for winter break, even though I've only made two. And yeah, this is also my return to Dark of the Moon. I've only made 4 Transformers from that movie, and yeah, by the time I did Dark of the Moon, I kind of wanted to try new things with Prime, RID, and later Age of Extinction, so yeah, the 4 I did are Sentinel Prime, Crankcase, Barricade, and Sideswipe, who never got a video, unfortunately. But it's good to be back, Dark of the Moon. There are a lot of cool designs, and yeah, to start off with Shockwave here, I really like his design in the movie, and this guy turned out to be one of my favorites as of now. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites. And in case you're wondering about the color, I think dark blue is the best color. In the movie, he's like this weird grayish color, and dark blue fits perfectly. Regular purple looked too bright and kind of goofy for, the movie the Cars movie the best, Shockwave actually had a color really close to dark blue, and also my friend Psycho Brick made his mini Shockwave in dark blue, so I think dark blue is a perfect fit. And to start, here is his Cybertronian tank mode. Well, obviously he never transformed in the movie. I don't know why. It's probably because he had the driller to carry him everywhere. This is what the toys turned into, and I think I did a really good job. It's almost as good as robot mode, but yeah. The dark blue looks very nice. It's very smooth and it's a very nice tank mode, and this thing is massive. Yeah. Despite the fact that this is a folded up robot, I put a lot of effort into getting him to turn into this tank. Even though he didn't turn into the movie, but whatever. And yeah, and as you can see, these two are obviously the arms. I never bothered to hide the fist here, but whatever. And yeah, you can see little details on the sides. You can see little fake treads and little wheels they have, like the toy. And in the front here is a little plow area. Unfortunately, these wheels don't turn. I tried making them turn, but it didn't play out well in robot mode. And yeah, just a very nice tank mode. This thing also holds together pretty well, besides the arms because they're not tabbed in. But yeah, coming down to the bottom, you can see the 4 pairs of treads like the toy. I did a very good job of making them look kind of realistic, even though they don't roll or rotate. And I see a bunch of stuff in the middle. Yeah, not much to tank mode. Just looks it's very well done. And now for a size comparison, here we have another character with some wasted potential. And then we have a car. This is Hot Rod, just to size them up. Yeah, Shockwave's pretty big. And another Cybertronian vehicle of mine. Here is Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. They're both leader scale, and yeah, they're both very big tanks. And finally, here is his toy, Dark of the Moon. Sadly, he only got a Voyager toy. But and now we get to the transformation. Transformation is, as expected, similar to the toy, but with a few changes. And it's actually fairly smooth for its size. Okay, let's start. First, you gotta take these arms and just rotate them around, just for now. And then for this hose here, you just detach it. I'll get more into details in the hose later. And just rotate this around, and these arms just kind of just hang underneath like that. And then that gives you the room to take these parts away. And what do you see? Yeah, his robot head's just hiding there. Unlike the toy, it's not like in the front, covered up, but I think you couldn't really see it too well. And then you come over here and just push down on here. Just pull this section out. As you can see, this whole front area is actually this huge strut, and this part tabs the 2 legs halves together. And then you take this section, rotate it around, fold the kneecap, and this click hinge here. And this other side, same thing. And then you just fold this section back for now. I'm going to deal with the legs first. And you fill these sections out, and these angle his little claws here. And this section kind of get a little annoying, but you gotta shift these 2 sections out here. and they come off a lot because I shift them at the wrong angle. And then coming to the back, you gotta pull these two heel spurs apart. And you gotta, okay, and then coming to the front, it's just very big, that's all. These sections will fold in, and the toes will actually come to the sides of the main foot, and this section will fold up like that. There's one foot, and this side is the same thing. Fold these sections up, take these claws here on the side, you gotta shift them out. Yeah, and this section before was like this for the cover his face, and you just straighten this up. And in the back here you get the little heel spurs. This is only like annoying part of the transformation. That, and then you fold this over the foot, and this section goes around. It kind of covers the treads because you never see the treads in roll-up mode on the actual CGI model. And coming up, well, these are very tall. Actually, you take this whole chest area, you fold it, okay, you gotta get these straightened up again. You fold this section up, and just like the toy, of course, you fold this section down, and this actually just fits right into here for both the arms. The little treads, they rotate down and fold in. Now for the chest, you gotta do a little fiddling. There's a little set of like hinges in here. Just kind of fiddle around and come on. Yeah, this whole chest would actually tap into here, like that. That, angle the head. Just gonna rotate the arm around. Rotate his cannon here, and then you come to the back. This is the last part. This hose actually just tabs right here. And now for the backpack, you fold all this up. Take this section, you fold it like that. On this ball joint, you rotate this 180. And you fold this up like this, and down. Fold this. And then these two sections kind of just squish together, and this section will, you fold this forward, up. This will actually kind of just go around where the hose tabs in, like that. Then you take these sections, they don't really secure it, but they do kind of lightly just keep everything in place. And that is his backpack. And the last but not least, this is my favorite part, I like to say this at the end, you just close these big panels up. And you straighten everything out, just get him to sit flat on the ground. And here is Shockwave in his monstrous roll-up mode. This guy's an absolute titan. He's huge, and I forgot to transform the hands. Just take the thumb, move it out, and just open the fist up a little. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this guy's a monster in roll-up mode. Of course, this is the better of the two modes, since this is the mode that appears in the movie. But yeah, I just love his design in the movies, and yeah, the dark blue works really well on him. And yeah, you can see it was fun shaping up the arms and everything. You can see his design's kind of like, it's kind of like shardy, like Megatron, but kind of like smoother, like Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. Like the little bits are like rounded off at the end in the movie, and it was really fun shaping up all these parts and stuff. And for a large transformer, he holds up very well. His joints hold up well. The only thing that actually kind of is like doesn't work well with ball joints is his cannon arm, but that's expected. It's really big. And then coming into the back, you can see the whole backpack is nicely done, and his little heel spurs are accurate to the movie. One of the my minor gripes is that the backpack isn't too accurate. These side bits actually have to kind of like angle outwards, like upwards, but I didn't want to. That part was kind of tricky to do. And the shaping of the chest is very nice with these claws. I did that well, and his head too turned out nice. I was gonna originally just take Nitro Zeus's head and make it in dark blue, but it was kind of small in proportion to the body, so I kind of beefed it up with plates. Hope we could see that well. I wish he had light piping, and that would have made him so much better. And it's the details. Into the legs, he does have the two claws here, two side things, and a little spike here. Toy's foot design has been inaccurate, and you got the knee pads. And the details, of course, you can see on this hand, you got this big blade here. This thing's detachable easily, and the shaping in this, it was fun to make this thing. And coming to his other arm, you have his big cannon. Of course, you see it's hindered by its weight, but it turned out very nice. It has a little feature you'll see later, but yeah. And coming over here, you can see the hose here is nicely done. What I did is taking this off. These are actually like the little Technic bushings. They're all linked up on this hose. It's kind of just held together. And these pieces are kind of expensive because they're kind of new. So this hose actually costs like around $4 due to how many of these there are, and the main hose itself isn't very common. But I just love the effect. It can move around too. It doesn't hinder articulation at all as much. It actually helps with holding his cannon in place, which is cool. And speaking of articulation, he's pretty articulated. He got a bunch of joints here. Of course, this arm holds up much better than his cannon arm. Just lots of joints. And going to the legs, these things hold up very well. Most of his weight is actually in these legs, and they help him pose a lot since he has a pretty wide stance with his two heel spurs and front parts. He can hold a lot of poses like that. Yeah, it's like almost as his legs have die cast in them. They're just really heavy, and they help him be very stable. Unfortunately, there's no foot pivot. It definitely would have helped with posability, but due to the transformation, I couldn't get this to work. You got the little bend here and rotation. This is my simple, like my large Transformers articulations. And his cannon arm is pretty much the same as the other arm. It's just more hindered since how heavy this thing is. Let's rotate. And his head doesn't. It could look side to side. It doesn't look up too much. You can't really replicate that scene where this stuff is like falling on him and he's trying to look up at the building where the humans are. And one joint that is very rare in my Transformers, I'm trying to make this more common. He has a waist swivel right here, which is very helpful, and yeah, it's a very useful joint. And a little accessory I have, horns a bit. Yeah, I knew I had to do this with his cannon. His cannon is actually kind of like a mech tech weapon. You take this section, you slide it out, and what do you see? Spring-loaded shooters. Yeah, I wanted to hide the secret till now. You take your spring-loaded shooters, put them in, and you put them in. They could perfectly be concealed. I just didn't want them to accidentally fire when I had them in during this entire video. But yeah, you could definitely hide them and just fold them out. And we got Optimus Prime. He's Shockwave's target. You just take this section, and this section is actually a little trigger. Let's see if you can do this well. And you just fire. Take this, Optimus. Oh, yeah, that hit him. That's how Dark of the Moon should have ended. And you just put him back. You just pull this section in, and you take this trigger, fold it up. And there you go. It's a nice play feature. It's not too intrusive, and I've always wanted to incorporate some spring-loaded shooters in my Transformers. And let's size comparisons. You got a minifigure. And we got Revenge of the Fallen Ravage. And we got another Shockwave I made. This is a Prime Shockwave. It's been a while, but yeah, this guy is pretty big compared to this Shockwave. And then we have his brother, Nitro Zeus. Yeah, you can see the big size difference here. Yeah, Shockwave is obviously bigger, and their heads are pretty much the same as usual, but Shockwave's had to be like beefed up a little bit. And next we have Revenge of the Fallen Megatron, and we also bring in Starscream too. In universe, Megatron and Shockwave are the same height, I think, pretty much. And of course, I still need to make Dark of the Moon Megatron. That's probably another big project I have planned. And we also have his Voyager toy. Oh, oops. This Voyager toy. Yeah, shame they never made a leader, but this guy is still a very fun figure, despite the fact that his color is inaccurate, and I never really noticed that till recently. And final comparison, I saw this before, but here he is with his nemesis, Optimus. Yeah, they scale well. Shockwave is always bigger, and yeah, I have some accessories, but here is Prime's brass knuckle to use the punch Shockwave. There you go. They look really nice on his hands. And for Shockwave, we have his dangling eye. You just need, you could take his little face off, I guess. There you go, and just replace that. And then you put that back in. And there you go. Try to be like, you die, and you could rip out his face and use his cannon to shoot down the pillar. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, it's supposed to be Shockwave's video, not Prime's. And this is how it should have ended. And yeah, this is the end of my video. Hope you enjoyed Shockwave, and he turned out very nice in both modes actually, and especially robot mode, that nice big imposing robot mode. I really want to show this guy at Brick Fair if I do go this year, and yeah, just he's been pretty fun to make. And yeah, unfortunately this is my last Transformer for break, and you won't see another Transformer for a while, but I do have some instruction videos planned. As for my next Transformer, I couldn't finish this during break, but here's a little sneak peek of something. You probably know who this is. I'm having a little trouble with a little section, but I really hope I could get this guy done the next break when I come home, like maybe in March. But yeah, that should be it. Shockwave turned out amazing, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a while.